Hi, this is Wen. Hoping that you're enjoying everything that we're doing here so far. And this is episode number 3, Conditional Formulas. They are called conditional formulas because they will conduct calculation only to those selective cells that meet certain conditions or criteria. Okay, so please consider following example here. I have here a data that has sales number for a certain retail every year, every quarter from 1997 to 2002 first 2 quarters. Okay, so let's do this one first because this one is relatively easier. Number of quarters that sales are greater than or equal to 2001. Okay, so let me pull out this formula assistance this time. Count if and click this formula assistance showed up. You need to feed two arguments this time. The first one is range. Of course, you can say C to the C. If you take a look at the episode number 2, you know what this means. This is actually referencing the entire column, just in case that you will be the data will keep expanding. Okay, and criteria here is easy, larger than or equal to 2001 as specified. As you can review here, there are total 16 quarters. The sales number are actually greater than or equal to 2001. Click OK. We can consider this done. Okay? Phew, that explanation was smooth. Didn't have any NG. Okay? I'm hoping this one will be smooth too. Next one is average sales for quarter. Okay, how do you get average sales for each quarter that's in many different years from 1997 to 2002? Okay, so basically we'll have to use average if formula. The first argument here, let's click the formula assistance. The range here has to be okay. This one, the first argument, letting you specify the range of cells you want to evaluate. We don't want to evaluate the cells number yet. We want to evaluate the column that contains all the quarter numbers. So in this case, I'll just put B to the B, and criteria here has to be this one. Okay, so basically it's going to looking for number 1 here in column B, and whenever a C number 1, it's going to add the number right next to it in order to calculate the cells. So the average range is listed in C to the C. Okay, so as you can preview here, our formula result is 2029.83333. So this is our quarterly average for uh, quarter number 1. Of course, I think you can just drag it to fill rest of the cells. If you want, you can just convert it into accounting format. Um, we can consider this as done. Okay. For next one, how to get the total sales for each quarter. So this one functions much similar to average if function. So you can notice that I'm actually using formula and functions interchangeably. Okay. Um, so sum if open parenthesis. Let's call out this formula assistance. Again, the same range is going to be B to the B. Criteria is going to be F8. You can put number 1 here, but for the sake of convenience, I'm going to reference the cell that contains the error number here, quarter number here. And the sum range is going to be C to the C here. Okay, so we can consider it done. Drag it. So this will contain total sales for each quarter. Okay. Um, consider this bonus example here. Okay. Let me say. Let me see. So now I'm trying to get the total. Sorry. Let me move this real quick. I'm trying to get the total total sales for quarters that sales are smaller than or equal to, let's say, 2001. What are the combined total sales for quarters that, the sales number are smaller than or equal to 2001? Okay, you may be thinking that need to use that COUNTIF again, but not. For this time, we are going to use SUMIF function again. Remember that conditional formulas are those formulas that conduct calculation only to those cells that meet certain criteria. Okay, so this time, SUMIF, open parenthesis, let me call out the assistance. This time range is going to be C to the C, because I am evaluating sales number as I try to get the total at the same time. So I'm evaluating this column instead of this column, okay, to the criteria smaller than or equal to 2001. For this time, we can leave this last argument empty, because as you can see, this is not a required argument. Okay, 2 argument this time is sufficient. So click OK. You can get the total sales for quarters that sales are smaller than or equal to 2001. Done.